Okay, so this is how I do my analysis on TradingView using my phone. Okay, now for those of you that have watched my video, you know that I trade with SMC, but then whenever I open my market to do my analysis, the first thing I always look out for is the structure of the market. Now once you put your phone on a landscape view like this and you open your TradingView, you can easily navigate. You can move your screen to the left, to the right, up and down the way you want it, and you can even use your two fingers to pinch it in or pitch it out. Okay, and when you tap on this place here, you can either make it to be smaller or you can make it to be bigger just by simply touching here, just playing with this region here. You can pinch it up and pitch it down, and by using your two fingers on the screen, you can pitch it in and pinch it out. As simple as that. Okay, now this is how I use it for my own analysis, right? Whenever I don't have access to my computer, I use my phone for my analysis. So what I'll be teaching you right now is how to map out break of structures and to understand your market structure with your phone on TradingView. Now by the time you open your TradingView, you want to know, by the time you open your pair that you want to trade, you want to know if the market is bullish or if the market is bearish, right? Now how do you know if the market is bullish? When you keep getting break of structures to the upside. And how do you know if the market is bearish? When you are getting break of structures to the downside, right? Now just by scrolling at this screen, you can see that this pair is in an uptrend. This pair is in an uptrend. Even the blind can see, right? Even without mapping out break of structures, you can see that the market is in an uptrend. Now let me start mapping out this break of structures from the last point where the uptrend started, and then let us learn together. Now the tool I use for mapping break of structures is my trend line. That is this first tool that you are seeing here, trend line. If you don't have this on your favorite, I've done a video on how to use TradingView on your phone, and I explained how to add this already. Okay, simply come to this pencil icon here and then search trend line. Okay, so you can see it, then you add it to your favorite. Now if you don't know how to do all of these things, please go and watch the video I did on how to use TradingView on your phone. Now for me to map out my break of structures, I use my trend line. Now let me tap on the trend line. You will see something like this will appear on your screen. Now this is what you will use to actually map out the break of structure, right? Now this is how I map out my break of structure. Like I remember I explained in one of my previous video on market structure. Please, if you have not watched that video, go and watch it, how to understand the market structure, and I did a video explaining all of these things already. This video is simply to show you how to do it on your phone. Okay, now I will tap on where I want to start mapping it out from. When you put it at that origin, then you tap your screen like this, then you drag it to where the break of structure happened. Let's say I'm dragging to this point here, right? When I get to this point, I will not tap on my screen again. You can see the trend line has been added. Now sometimes this trend line will not be straight, so what I normally do to make it straight is that I will come and tap on this icon here. This feature here will make my trend line to be straight, so I will tap on it like this. You can see my line has become straight, then I will tap on it again. Do you understand? Now if I want to edit this trend line, maybe I don't like this black color, all I will simply do is to come to this place here, this pencil icon, and then I will change the color. So we will tap it, and maybe if you want to change it to red, you can change it to red. If you want to change it to blue, you can change it to blue. If you want to change it to green, you can change it to green. Any color you prefer. Okay, but I prefer using black to map out my break of structure. Okay, and then the next thing you want to understand again is this 1px. This 1px refers to the level of thickness of the trend line. So if you tap on it, you can increase it. Look at it. When I think it change it to 2px, the trend line became more thick. When I tap on it again, I take to 3px, it became more thicker. When I took it to 4px, it will become very thick. But because I don't love my chart looking so rough and dirty, I like to keep my chart very simple and clean. So I will take it back to 1px. Do you understand? So you can see I have mapped out my break of structure. This is the first break of structure that I map out. Now the next thing I want to do is to write it down. Okay, if you're a beginner, I recommend that you write it down. And for those of you that are in my trading academy, this is like your assignment as well. Okay, you will map it out and write it out as well. So what you will do is to come and tap on this text icon here. This T that's here is representing text. When you tap on it, then you bring it to where you want to write the break. Write it. You want to identify what you just did here. You tap on it. You can see it has shown you that you can add text. So what you do is that you tap on it and you type it, break of structure. And as you all know, break of structure simply means, and the short form is BOS. BOS, that's break of structure. You can drag it to anywhere you want to drag it. So let's keep it at this point like this. I hope you are following me to this point. So this is our first break of structure. Now the next one, where did we get our next break of structure? Our next break of structure, where did we get it? It happened at this point here. Can you see it? This is the next break of structure. It happened at this point. So you go and touch your trend line again, then you put it at this point, and then you drag it to this point. Tap it. Come and tap on this place that I showed you guys to make the line to be straight. You tap on this one, make it straight, and then you tap it again to undo it. Okay, so you see this is our next break of structure. We have mapped out our first break of structure already, and this is now our next break of structure. So you do the same thing. Tap on text, bring it to this point. After you bring it to this point, no, you don't finish. But then you type break of structure. Okay, look at it. Then you can drag it to somewhere like this. I hope you are following me to this point. Now our next break of structure, where will be our next break of structure? Our next break of structure happened at this point here again. This is another break of structure here. So I will use my trend line to map it out. I'm using a daily time frame for this analysis. That's why you are seeing it is looking like this. Okay, by the time you go to 1 hour or 4 hours time frame, you will see so many break of structures. Now where is the next break of structure again? The next break of structure happened where? At this point. Remember I told you that break of structure is when market take out key levels, okay, in the market. So this market pushed up, got to this point. Let me use arrow to touch it so that I'll explain it better for the sake of my students and people that are learning as beginners. This is it. Market went up to this point, so this place became like a key level, right? So at any point in time that the market take out this key level, that means we have gotten a break of structure. As simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. At any point in time that the market take out a key level, this one is a key level because we are in an uptrend. The moment market take out this key level, we have gotten a break of structure. Please and please go and watch my video on market structure. I have 2 videos on market structure. I have one that is just for basic explanation of market structure, and then I also have another one again that's an advanced explanation of market structure. It's on my YouTube channel. Go and watch it so that you understand this thing very well if you are a beginner. Please and please. And some intermediate traders too, go and watch it, because even some intermediate traders do not yet understand how to map out valid break of structure. So I recommend you go and watch that video. So at this point, when market took out this place here, we have a break of structure. So I'll use my trend line again. I'll come and put it at this place, the peak, at the peak of the key level, right? Then you drag it to where the break of structure happened, and it happened at this point like this, and then I'll tap on this to make it straight. So this is another break of structure. So I will tap on my text icon and then I will write it out again. Break of structure. So this is it. I can drag it to somewhere around this place. Are you understanding? So this is my break of structure. Right now, where did the next break of structure happen? The next break of structure happened, this is the key level that we have here, the peak of the last key level. This is it here. Then I will tap on it, drag it from here to here. This is another break of structure, as simple as that. Right now, what I want to explain again is origin. I explained it in my video of market structure already. I explained it already. Remember, I explained my strategy, and I told you guys that whenever we get a break of structure to the upside, right, what I normally do is that I always look for the origin that caused that break of structure. Now let me use this as an example to explain how I used to trade. Now, the origin is the last candle before the impulsive push, either to the upside if the market is in a bullish trend, or either to the downside if the market is in a bearish trend. Now let me use this one as an example. Look at it here. When we add this break of structure to this upside here, this break of structure, what I will do is that I will map the candle, the last candle that caused this impulsive push to the upside. I will map it out, and then I will wait for market to come and retest that zone. Now let me map it out. This is this candle here, this tiny candle here, right? Is it doji candle they normally call it? Is the last candle before this impulsive push to the upside. Are we together now? This candle here, this small candle here, is the last candle before this impulsive push to the upside that gave us this key level, right? So what I would normally do with the strategy that I trade is that I will map out that candle. So I will use my rectangular tool, and then I will come and tap it, and then I will map out this origin like this. Do you understand? This is it now. So what I will do is that I will wait for the market to come back to this place, this origin that caused this break of structure to the upside. Then I will start buying it to the upside. So normally, if I want to take my trade, what I normally do is that I will just come and place my buy limit order at this point, right? Keep my stop loss slightly below the order block, and then I will target the next swing high. So this is how I actually trade, as simple as that. This is how I trade. I explain all of this in my YouTube channel. Please go and watch all the videos I posted in my YouTube channels about market structure and my secret entry model. You will understand all of these things. Okay, this is not a beginner's class. I'm just trying to explain how to do analysis on your phone. So for those of you that are interested in joining my academy, for now we are doing a promo and we are doing a free class from now to June. Okay, so you can tap on the link in the description box. It will take you to my WhatsApp channel. You can do well to join it. We do send trade setup there and trade ideas, and it's a community of forex traders where we all learn and we grow together. Okay, so the assignment I'm giving to you now is, if you know you're a beginner, you don't have a laptop, you are using your phone for analysis. After watching this video, I want you to go and look for a pair and map out the break of structure to the upside if it's in a bullish trend. You can also do the same for a bearish trend as well, but I don't want this video to be lengthy, so let me stop at this point. I will do another video again explaining in depthly how to do analysis on your phone. So for now, do this and then you submit it to me in my DM. Thank you, and see you in my next video. I love you guys.